Okay everybody, we are addressing these weird copper transformers that we had gotten. We're going to tear one apart and we're going to find out the value of it. I called my scrapyard ahead of time and got prices for electric motors, number 2 copper, 6061 clean, brass, and copper transformers. So, okay, we're going to take this little disc cover thing off first. So right off the bat, I am seeing that this is a chunk of copper, this piece right here. I'd like to see if that comes off of there. It did. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And that was easy scrappings right there. Now I got to take this plate off, which I think is non-ferrous material, really. Let's see. Sounds like aluminum right here. Maybe that's what takes it off. Spinning around, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. Oh, it's getting loose. There we go. Looks like we got another Phillips right here. Oh, okay. Is that magnetic? No, it's not. Is that copper? No, that's a piece of brass. Looks like a piece of brass right there. There we go. Oh yeah. Nice. Zip that off. Okay. So that's a piece of brass right there, apparently. Those are little interesting pieces. I'm going to set that to the side. It's these little buttons, but I don't think they're silver. They don't look like they're silver. But maybe there's some kind of high value in that. I don't know. But let's set that to the side for now. Put it right here in this toolbox. Okay. So then that is aluminum. We'll just set it to the side. We're making separate piles of all non-ferrous goods so we can value how much we're going to get out of one if we tear it down. Does that crack open? I think it started stressing. It did. So if we break the lip off of that, maybe we can get this to pull clean easy. You'll see. Right over here, Ogre. You're in my eyes, Ogre. I gotta protect mine. Spaceman, activate. No, no, I'm Spaceman. So, to conclusion, the hammer was the easiest way. There's a couple of chunks of aluminum, a chunk of brass, and a chunk of number 2 copper so far. Now all there's left to tear down is this transformer, which is the majority of the weight of this thing, I might add. And I'm assuming that this whole center core is going to be all steel. Verify that with the grinder. That is a massive steel core in there, and I only see one little row of copper. And from the looks of it, it might even be glued on there, so I don't know what I'm seeing. But from what I'm seeing at this point, this might not be worth tearing down any further. Might not be. Crack this plastic off there if we can. Okay, so this could definitely be a prime example of a copper transformer that's not worth tearing down. We're going to cut this one off and pull the copper off of it and weigh it and see how much is actually on this coil. But I think my best option right now for value is to somewhat tear these down, okay? Enough to recover this number 2 bus bar, this piece of brass right here, these 2 chunks of nice aluminum, right? And then sell the rest of it as a copper transformer, which I think is going to be like 40 or 50 cents a pound right now, somewhere in there. But just to make sure, we're going to find out if it was worth selling this whole or tearing it down further for copper. We're going to weigh this right now. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'm planning on making an early morning scrap run. That's what we're doing. But I feel like this is probably 30 pounds or even more, this transformer. $36.5 pounds copper transformer. Okay. And that's going to work out to about this in value. Okay. Then we have this piece of number 2 copper. Throw that on. That's 2 pounds right there. That's 2 pounds of number 2 copper. Got this piece of brass. Half a pound on brass. 6061 aluminum. Was 9.5 pounds. That's the value. I think in the reality of what most scrappers would probably do in this scenario would be to try to figure out how much copper is coming off of this transformer, and we're going to do that right now too. But yeah, so 51 pounds whole for one of these units. I'm going to take my grinder and cut along this inside edge all the way around, and I'll be able to pry that stuff up and it should slide out clean if it's not all glued like crazy. So yeah. Okay, so we did a ring around the copper rosy, and from right here I feel like I should be able to take my flat bar or something to pry this stuff out with. It appears that there's 2 layers of copper. I'm kind of interested to find this out, so yeah. Okay, it does appear to be coming clean. Okay. So, can I just pull the copper off? It sure looks like it. Okay. I don't know how much is going to come off of this, but it seems to be an easy way to do it. Cut along the inside of it like that. We are pulling off some good copper, but it is it's got a layer of varnish on it, so it's number 2. I ate up about 1/4 of a cutting wheel to do that. Okay, so the copper that came off of that transformer specifically was 5.5 pounds. If I tear this down 100% complete, each one of them, I'll get $46.55 per unit. Okay. If I only go as far as taking off the number 2 copper bar, this piece of brass right here, this aluminum sheet plate, it's not sheet, but it's like 6061 aluminum basically, besides some of this has paint, but I'm counting it as if it was 6061. And then sold the transformers as a whole, we would get $33.25. The price difference between the two is $13.30. There's 15 of these here. There's 15 of these transformers here. So that roughly equates to about an extra $200 if I cut the copper off of these rings and sell it as number 2 copper. Like that. So that's what I decided to do. I'm going to scrap the transformers all the way down and get the extra $200. I think it might be worth it. But what is not worth it to me is this grinder that I've had for over a year. I found it in a dumpster and it's on its last legs. It overheated pretty bad just cutting one of these. It didn't eat away too much at that grinder disc that I have on there. I've had this same disc on there for the last session that we were here for. I think what we'll do is we're going to scrap them all the way down like we just discussed, and we're going to get roughly $46.55 a piece for them. That times 15 is a good number. That's what we'll do. But I'm going to go to Harbor Freight tomorrow, and I'm going to pick up a new grinder, one that has a warranty on it that I can use the crap out of, and it's not gonna really bother me if it burns out anyways, because I think that's the easiest way to get into these style transformers. Since it's like a ring, you can see this right here, since it's like a ring, I should be able to put the grinder inside like this and cut the copper clean all the way around. I just need a good grinder. This one here is just overheating and it's about ready to burn out in my hands if I use it continuously on 15 of these. It won't last, and then I won't get the job done. I know that. So we're switching gears right now. Seeing that today's Friday, we want to make a scrap run happen tomorrow. What we have filled up right now is a truck full of tin shred. So what I want to do along with that tin shred is I want to load up all of those electric motors and maybe a couple of other things that we can fill in on top of that. And then we'll do a scrap run early tomorrow in the morning to pair with this portion of the video. We basically just explained the teardown of one of these units and how much we could gain if we scrap them down fully, which is an extra $13.30 a piece. That's if we cut the copper off of these transformer coils, which this is 30 pounds, and then there was only 5.5 pounds of copper on it. So I mean, really, that's borderline if you ask me. But it is an extra $10 worth. That extra $3.30 on that is the actual steel weight of this. That's where that came from. So that's the final verdict. I think what we'll do is we'll scrap them down all the way, because we already got to get them scrapped down to a certain extent to get this piece of copper bus bar off, this piece of brass, and then that aluminum that we just talked about, those sheets. So that's our game plan for this, and that explains the teardown on these, and we're going to make that a separate video. But explaining it now is helping me for planning later for future videos. So the rest of this one is going to be filling up the rest of the truck, getting those electric motors tossed up into the truck, that whole basket. I'm going to use the crane, I'm going to lift it up here, but I got to make room and move some tin shred around so I can fit that basket of motors in the truck. And that'll be easy to unload on the scale tomorrow in the morning. That's my game plan. That's what we got going on. We're gonna do that, and then tomorrow or Monday we're gonna get right back on this bench and process all these transformers, and then continue working on our baskets of wires and miscellaneous goods over there. Yeah, that's our game plan. I hope that was getting me this whole time. Yeah, good enough. Okay, guys, we'll see you over by the truck. We're gonna start loading. We're gonna go load up the truck. I'm gonna pull it up along the side there in front of the car so we can load those electric motors and those other goods. Yeah. That's heavy. Yeah. Oh, that's some weight right there. Whew. Sweet. That's going to be a good load of motors. I think I got another one back here I spotted yesterday, way back here. I gotta turn in more pop cans. Pop cans. There's another motor. Yeah. Nice. Okay, we got a couple of other things I'd like to get in there, which is ballasts. This basket of ballast can go. Oh. All right. Nice, easily liftable baskets. I like that a lot. Good, good. All right. We have tin shred, electric motors, ballast, transformers. If I did the math right and I scrapped those transformers 100% down, I think I'm looking at around $45 to $46 a piece for just one of these. That's what I'm seeing anyways. Roughly. Yeah. So good. We gotta go for a truck ride. Come on. We gotta go for a journey. 10 feet that way and then 20 feet back. Okay. One last thing I really wanted to do before the end of the day is I was wanting to go get a battery, a new battery for the golf cart. It's got four 12-volt batteries in there, or 4 car batteries basically is what I got running it. 3 of the 4 are garbage, and then the 1 is actually a marine battery. So what I'm getting at is, if I get another good battery to add into the 4 that's there and just replace one of the junk ones, I should be able to get more range out of the golf cart, because right now I'm sitting right around less than a quarter of a mile on a charge, and that's kind of due to I'm barely making it up the hill from the field back there. So that is a thing that I wanted to address, and I think I got enough time before they close. We're gonna go get a battery and replace it with the car battery out of the cart battery, out of the golf cart. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now because I'm tired and I want to go enjoy the rest of my evening. I hope all of you all do the same. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow at the scrapyard bright and early. That's what's on our mind. That's what we got planned. So we'll see you there. Thanks. All right, we're at the scrapyard. We just had one heck of a thunderstorm. Mason's freaking out. We're gonna turn in motors and non-ferrous goodies first. We're turning in non-ferrous goodies first, Mason boy. Just relax, okay? You're fine, Mason boy. You're fine. I ain't never seen you so freaked out about thunder before. You usually never have a problem with thunder or lightning or fireworks or anything loud in general. Why are you so... He's so scared right now. He's not scared, he's just, you know, he's tripping out. I dropped my socket set over here, Mason boy. I gotta fix this stuff. It's a mess. Oh, what a mess. Beautiful. Half of the sockets are right there in the crease of the door, so when I open it, they all fall. Oh yeah, that's just beautiful. Oh yeah. Yeah. There's another one. Oh boy. That's a mess. I guess since I'm waiting here, I'll sort it out now. What's up, buddy? Danger, danger, danger. Danger, danger.
Ready?
8. All set. Yep. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. Yep.
Really help this old man bend his feet. Very good.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Here comes the rain again. $10,340. We're waiting for tin shred now. Oh, there's a nice bike. Oh, it's not that muddy over here. That's awesome. I like that. That's good. Mason, you stay. I gotta unload the team thread. And then we can get out of here. So you stay. Stay. You stay. Ah. Okay, that's not bad, right? Oh, too far. That's good enough. I like to capture the top of that pile up there, but that's about as good as we got a tree line in there. Okay, we gotta unload this scrap. Let's do it. So I was reading some comments, and I think there's some stainless steel inside of here that I threw in by mistake. I got a magnet right here, so we'll be able to double check that. I guess there's something on that right there. I guess that's a board. All right, let's unload. I guess I could have sold this as breakage, but it's just I'm not going back just for that. It's got steel in it. Such a balled up mess. I don't want it. That's fine. I'm glad it's not pouring rain on us right now. I think these are the things that he thought were non-magnetic. They're definitely magnetic. They're steel. I know they kind of look like stainless, but they're not. I honestly couldn't remember if I checked it or not, you know. That's stainless steel, actually. That bit. Magnetic, it's fine. Check these. That's tin shred. How about this? Magnetic. There's a piece of aluminum. That's a piece of brass on that. There's a bit of copper. Double check these again. They're magnetic. Yeah, I can't wait till this part of my day is done because I'm gonna go morel mushroom hunting and I'm gonna go fishing. That's what I'm gonna go do. Because those are activities I enjoy as well. Not just scrap metal and not just dumpster diving. We do more here at Merchant Metals than just that. And you know, get used to that, you know, or not at all. Ooh, there's another valve. Finding some scraps. Is that magnetic? Yep. That's aluminum. This. What is this? That's magnetic. Didn't mean to do that. Out of here. Clean out those pockets. Sometimes stuff gets caught down in there. Keeps the wood rail from closing shut the right way. Whew. Pure Michigan, you know. All right, I think we're good. Grab my 2x4. All right. We did good. We did good, Mason. Oh, besides the dang cans up on the top, we got to do something about that. They'll roll right off of there, won't they? Won't they? YouTube. Mud water. Get back in there. Good. Maybe I should have it down lower. Yeah. Sometimes these like to fly away. I'll throw a little scrap in it. All right, we're good. Let's go way out. Nice and cleaned up truck. I like it. Oy. See, the storm is all gone, Mason boy. You're okay. Saturday scrap round complete. Scrap metal roundabout Saturday. I'm gonna go get this video uploaded and I'm gonna go about the rest of my day until tonight, because we go to the concrete jungle. Concrete jungle, Mason boy. Mason, I love you. You see all that scrap? Are you guys looking at all the scraps? Because there's lots of scraps here. Yeah, scraps. Oh, there's a mud hole. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know, for as bad as it was with the rain, it's not that bad here right now, really. Yeah, you got your standard water pockets, but I don't think it was too bad at all. What's up, brother? How'd we do? 9,100. Nice. Oh, we might have had 1,000 pounds on there. Yeah, not bad. I thought there'd be a little bit less tin shred, but I guess not. Oh, what was that? That guy's got a crap load of lead in the back seat of his. Or whatever kind of wire that is. It's lead coated wire. Alright, Mason boy, we'll see you in a minute, okay? Oh no, wait, you can come in with us actually. That's how we roll, dude. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, come on. Mason, come on, let's go. Mason, come on, man. Let's go. Mason. Yeah. He's got to get his smells in. All right, let's go. Mason. Come on, man. Come on. Let's go. Have a good weekend. Yeah. Bye, Mason. Hey, come on. We gotta go. Oh. Well, we got rid of all the tin shred and a lot of the bigger, bulkier items. And I feel a lot better about what we have at the yard now. That's a big difference. We'll be right back with the receipt, everybody. Okay? Okay. Okay, everybody, we're gonna go over the receipt real quick from the scrapyard. We started with ballasts. I had 145 pounds at 20 cents a pound. That was $29 for ballasts. Electric motors, I had 596 pounds at 25 cents a pound. That was $149. Aluminum breakage, 15 pounds at 20 cents a pound. That was $3. Transformers, 48 pounds, 50 cents a pound. That was $24. Plug-ins, 115 pounds at 14 cents a pound. That was $16.10. Shred steel, I had 1,240 pounds at $2.40 a gross ton, and it brought me $132.86. Rounding adjustment was 4 cents. Excuse me. Total amount of metals and materials brought in today was 2,159 pounds for a total price of $354. Like I said, that's these are all like the lower value items that I just threw in with the shred steel to kind of clean up my work area back here. And now that I got all of these items out of the way, I got a bit more room to work with. So we still got to continue to scrap like crazy if we're going to keep up with the influx of springtime scrap metal. So we got to keep it going, keep it moving. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the concrete jungle, because tonight is Saturday, concrete jungle night. Hopefully we can go get a nice carload again. We'll see what happens. We'll see you out there.